when Uber, the app-based ride-sharing company, was shut down March 1st in Edmonton, they suspended their own operations at 6 a.m. that morning. Now, they shut themselves down because the NDP didn't make the specific ride-hailing insurance available in time for Uber to meet the new City of Edmonton ride-hailing bylaw conditions requiring that specific insurance. The NDP said the insurance wouldn't be approved by Alberta's Superintendent of Insurance until July 1st. This caused thousands of Uber cars to go still, and thousands of Uber drivers are now out of work when Alberta needs jobs the most. And finally, urban hipsters, Uber users, felt the sting of their own poor voting habits. But there is more to the story. 2 weeks later, another ride-sharing company moved in, a company named TappCar. They are also app-based. TappCar has a way around the insurance requirements of the City of Edmonton. They buy their drivers' personal cars for $1 and then insure them under fleet insurance. Okay, great. They're filling the void. But who is TappCar? Well, TappCar's chief spokesperson is Pascal Rafel. Rafel is a longtime NDPer. Oh, but he's more than just a supporter. He was a federal and provincial NDP organizer, a candidate for the NDP in Edmonton in 2008, and he worked for 4 years as the NDP caucus outreach director when Brian Mason, the now current transportation minister, was the leader of the NDP. So Pascal Rafel worked for Brian Mason, the guy making the decisions about the fate of Uber, and now Rafel is involved with the company that stepped in to fill the void left by Brian Mason's decision about Uber. Yeah, let's pretend these people were conservatives for a second. What do you think the media and the NDP would say about this level of political cronyism? But wait, there's more. There is always more, isn't there? Rafel has been instrumental in undoing the competition to TappCar for a long, long time. The company he works for, Alberta Council, was hired as a lobbyist for the Teamsters Union in Edmonton. That's the taxi drivers union, who protested shirtless against the City of Edmonton because they felt allowing Uber to operate within city limits was taking the shirts off their backs. So let's recap, because I just threw out a bunch of information there. So the lobbyist for the taxi union, Pascal Rafel, happened to have worked for the now transportation minister, Brian Mason, for 4 years as an NDP caucus outreach director. Brian Mason is the same transportation minister that wouldn't approve the insurance Uber needed to operate in Edmonton. And then magically, after Uber is forced to shut down because of the transportation minister's decision, 2 weeks later, TappCar is up and running with a very familiar face as the spokesperson. That familiar face is Pascal Rafel. Did Pascal Rafel use his connections to the NDP government to feather his own nest? And did the NDP play a role in putting thousands of Uber drivers out of work to help a party loyalist? I don't know, the facts are all there, you decide. But you know, if the PCs were in power and Pascal Rafel worked for Alison Redford instead of Brian Mason, the NDP would be losing their minds right now. For the Rebel.media, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.